Oh, my dad is Jewish and my mother's family is African American.
So we do understand each other here. You're, Ditsul.
Excuse me?
Charcoal briquette, a moulignon.
What's your problem?
I think you know what my problem is. You see, your little friend up there, she didn't do you any favors bringing you into this house. Now, I don't know what the fuck she was thinking. We'll get to that later. See, I got business associates who are black. And they don't want my son with their daughters, and I don't want their sons with mine.
Fuck you.
See, that's the kind.
For the longest time, I hated being mixed. Growing up around mostly white people like I did, when I was a little kid, I used to dream of being a tall, blue-eyed, blonde-hair, Aryan race-looking motherfucker. Kids didn't know what the fuck was up with me. I wasn't black, but I wasn't white either. They were like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, pick a side. Like, we don't know whether we're cool with you or not.
Nice to meet you. All right. Nice to meet you. 1/8 black. Afternoon, my octoroon. Come on, bring it in there.
But then out of nowhere, being mixed became cool. And then I realized, hold up, girls kind of like me now. And that was something I've never experienced at the time. And when I first started talking to girls for the first time, I never anticipated having this hard of a time culturally with all races because I'm mixed. I mean, don't get me wrong, it sounds cool on face value at first. Girls will like you at first because of that lust factor, because they think you're exotic or some shit, and they'll have no problem having something short term with you. But when you get into the meat and potatoes of it and it comes to dating, shit gets weird. Let me explain. And being black and Hispanic, but really fucking whitewashed, I have literal horror stories when it comes to dating girls that most people would probably take to the grave. But luckily for you, I am not most people, clearly. And I've been in so many embarrassing moments with girls that I literally don't give a fuck anymore. I don't get mad, I don't get sad, I don't care, because I know it'll at least make for a funny story. So in my situation, being raised in a mostly white neighborhood, of course the most common girl I'm gonna come across is white girls. So naturally, this is the kind of girl I became attracted to at first. And when you're mixed like me, what I realized is white girls usually like you only because you resemble that one light skin from that one movie that they all had a crush on as a little kid. Yeah, that's what they usually mean when they say, oh, I like black guys. They don't mean Tyrone. They mean Jaden and Jalen ass looking motherfuckers. But when you're mixed or black, you know that there's usually only one or two type of white girls. One that's probably extremely attracted to you, or the other that you literally have zero chance with. There's no in between. You're absolutely their type, or you have no chance in a million fucking years. And you can usually tell off like one conversation with them. If they're listening to Morgan Wallen and shit like that, I'm usually fucked. If they're bumping Drake, Travis Scott, we're probably in there. So growing up, I didn't learn any of this shit. I had to get embarrassed many times to learn this. At first, I thought it was fair game for everyone. I thought I had the same chance as Mikey with blue eyes with all the white girls. Nope, it doesn't work that way. But like I said, as I got a little older, something weird happened, and I began to become fetishized for the way that I look. Who knows, maybe it was when Odell Beckham Jr. made that catch. All I knew was, it was too much too fast. And because of that, I was really lost in a lot of situations. And when these white girls would bring me home, usually one of two things happened. Either one, they got the type of dad that's like, oh, I'm not racist, my landscaper's black. But then their daughter brings home a black guy and they react with that 1,000-yard stare face. Yeah, that's not totally uncommon when you live in a white neighborhood and you're black. They say they're not racist until their daughter brings home somebody of color. Then it's a problem. And what I'm about to say is probably really fucked up, and I will note that I'm a much better man now, kinda. But when I knew a girl had a racist father, that would give me like so much more of an incentive to get with her. It's like the ghost of MLK and Malcolm X takes over. It's not even for me at this point, I'm doing it for those motherfuckers. Look, I'm just being honest. Am I a monster? Probably. But look, if you're black, don't say you haven't done this too. It's like, bro, come on, they had 300 years. Let me have this. But if I'm being completely raw and honest, I usually have a different experience when white girls bring me home. It's not that their family is racist. I mean, that would be such an easy thing to say, especially nowadays. I could just throw white people under the bus and say that, but most of the time, their family isn't racist. When white girls bring me home, it's not that their family's racist. That would be easy to say, but nah, it's the complete opposite. It's that their families are literally so liberal and progressive that interracial couples literally make their dick hard. They'll like almost push for their white daughter to get a black boyfriend. You know, they got the BLM bumper sticker, they got the Obama poster, which is all fine, but pushing your daughter to be in an interracial relationship, think if that's normal for a second. You know, so she brings me home, they're acting extra flowery towards me. Not just nice, but like extra flowery, like OD. They're calling up their other family members. Ashley has a new boyfriend, and he's black. creepy ass smile ear to ear, literally like some shit from Get Out.
How handsome is he?
Are you into it?
Oh, not bad. Is it true? Is it better?
I'm not even exaggerating. That shit happens in real life. I've experienced it. White people being so liberal that they fetishize interracial couples that much is just as bad as the racist white dad that doesn't want me dating his daughter because I'm black. Actually, it's probably worse because at least that white dad is honest. And now I don't have to get fucking creepily stared at the entire time I'm there. But funny enough, the hardest part about dating being mixed isn't with dating people a different color than me. It's dating people my own color, and this is mainly because I'm whitewashed as fuck. So basically, people will treat me and put me in the same group as all the other black people, but those same black people won't even take me in and claim me, cause I'm so uncultured. And I know what you're gonna say. Stop making everything about race and culture and shit. I agree, trust me, that would be sick. I wish, oh, great idea, I've never thought of that. Trust me, in a perfect world, I wish that race and culture didn't have such an impact on how people connect, but that's just how it is. The world isn't perfect. So instead of just being blind and ignoring that obvious reality, I choose to address it. And yes, I have made vast generalizations in this video. And if you don't have the brain power to comprehend that every experience isn't like this, and this is just my personal anecdotal experience, then I'm not sure how you made it this far in life. And you should probably turn off this video. Now that that's out of the way, yes, I have so much trouble connecting with women of color, and it sucks because I love them so much. I love everything about them actually, and I'm so infatuated with them. And a lot of times, they like me back too, until I open my mouth. They always end up leaving pertaining to some reason about how different I am due to my upbringing, and also the fact that I could literally pass for a white kid if you cover the screen and only listen to my voice. Go ahead, try it for yourself. And yeah, for some reason, I always end up offending them on accident, because of how uncultured I am, and I never try to, and I feel like shit every time I do it. Like one time we were on FaceTime and this girl was sleeping with a bonnet on her head, and at the time I didn't know what the fuck that was. I didn't know that was a part of black culture. So I made a joke to her. I'm like, yo, what are you wearing? Why are you wearing a chef hat to sleep? Well, Halloween's over. You ain't Ratatouille. Take that shit off. You know, that's how I am. I make jokes with everybody. It's my way of showing that I like you. If I'm comfortable joking around with you, it means I'm cool with you. So she's like, what's wrong with you? It's a bonnet. It's what black people wear to sleep so their hair stays safe. And she goes in this whole rant how it's really disrespectful to make fun of her for that. But again, I genuinely didn't know what it was, or I wouldn't have made that joke. I mean, I'm black too, and I have curly hair that looks better than hers. I don't wear that shit to sleep. But of course I apologize, and she had already known my backstory of how like my parents are white and I'm raised in a white neighborhood, so I'm very uncultured. But nobody fully understands the magnitude of my situation. Like, I grew up doing shit like fishing, you know, listening to Radiohead. I'm a creep. That was my culture. I don't know shit about bonnets and do-rags. I just found out about Lauryn Hill like 2 years ago. I'm sorry. But one thing I can confidently say is, I'm trying. Look, I wear do-rags sometimes now. I even got bonnets myself now. For my Hispanic side, I got Duolingo downloaded on my phone and shit. I can low-key like salsa and bachata and shit now. I'm trying really hard. That's all I could do. But apparently trying isn't enough. And like I said, even though I'm so out of tune with black culture, I'll still get treated like somebody who isn't. Let me explain what I mean by that. So one time I was talking to this girl. She was Colombian. We had been talking for weeks and weeks at this point. Super sweet girl. I liked her a lot. She was really cool. And you know, we're doing stuff like falling asleep on the phone type shit. I haven't done that since middle school. Shit was getting real.
After one?
I hope so.
Okay.
And now we're at the point where I'm about to go to her house for the first time. So I'm gonna meet her mom. So on the way there, I'm driving, and this girl says to me, oh, by the way, my mom's a little racist. You know, she just sprinkled that shit into the conversation like it's nothing. She decides to tell me on the way to meet her mother. So I'm just like, okay, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that information? I mean, we're on our way there. Should we call this shit off? Like, I don't know what to do. So she tells me, like, nah, it should be fine, though. It should be all alright. So I'm like, alright, fine. I just go along with it. So we get to her house, I meet her mom. It looked all good from my perspective, at least. We had a good time, and then I went home. So when I get home, I receive a long-ass paragraph from this girl. She's beating around the bush this whole time in this paragraph, but basically, the gist of it is, I'm not allowed to see you anymore, my mom said, because you're black. And I'm just reading this paragraph like, what? We are literally both minorities. I thought we were in this together. We're supposed to be on the same team here. What the fuck? I just got stabbed in the back like so bad. And mind you, I'm literally half Puerto Rican. So I'm just sitting here trying to rationalize this paragraph, lost for words on some Stephen Hawking shit. So then she's like, oh, we could still be friends though. I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, I'm good. Tell your mom to be friends with those dudes with the funny coats and the weird hat. This shit hurt like so much. It takes me a minute to get over girls too. Fuck. So then my white mother asked me, oh, how come it didn't work out with that girl? Oh, well, funny you ask, Mom. Her Hispanic mother said I'm too black. And it's so funny because my mom, who's literally white, told me my entire life, oh, watch out for all these white people that are so racist in this town. Watch out. You know, don't make any sudden movements when a cop pulls you over. You know, shit like that. But she never prepared me for my own race doing it. That's why I was so caught off guard. That's what's so weird about being mixed. Like, I'm literally Hispanic too. Benedict Arnold type shit. But, you know, I really hate victimizing myself. Like, that's one thing we all love to do. We all love to make it look like we have it so hard. And realistically, this whole video is just me crying over the smallest shit when you put it into perspective. Like, picture if everyone threw their problems into a hat. This one just got diagnosed with cancer. This one's family member just died. This one doesn't even know if they're gonna eat dinner tonight. Then there's me. White girls like me because I have curly hair and caramel skin. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking take mine back and run away with my tail in between my legs. And if you put your problems into perspective, it's probably like that too. Makes me never want to complain again, and I feel like shit for even making this video, but you watched anyway. So, thanks for watching.